welcome to episode 31 of Series 3 of Master League Story Mode. Before we get into today's episode, I've got a couple of questions for you, the commenters. First up, I've been having a few musings, a couple of little thoughts. I've got a plan for potentially a third series. It would be another Master League series. I don't want to give too much away now, but let me know what you think about the possibility of that. So basically it would be one episode of each series per week. So you'd only get one episode of Master League Story Mode, one episode Become a Legend Story Mode, and one episode as the yet-to-be-named Master League series. But I think it would be a really interesting one. I think it would be a lot of fun. It's one that we could also stream pretty well. So I'm planning to do more streams, by the way. I'll let you know when they're happening. In fact, fuck it, I'll let you know now. Next stream is coming on Monday. Yep, Monday night. That's 3 days away. We're going to be doing it at 8 o'clock in the evening, 8 till 9. It's going to be another Master League stream. So join me then. It's going to be epic. Thought I'd do it on a Monday as maybe people are less likely to be out. I assume some of you have got lives. Maybe that's why you missed it. Although most of you are in far-flung corners of the earth, so it doesn't matter. Anyhow, I'll see you on Monday for that, for another live stream. That's going to be exciting. So that was the first question. What do you think about another series? 3 series, is that too many? I think it'll be fun anyway. Second question is, and this is more of a request than a question, are any of you into video editing? Have any of you got that skill set in your locker? If so, I really would like a channel trailer made, but I don't have the time, / I'm too lazy, / well no, mainly just I'm too lazy, but I don't really have the time either to make one, but I really would like a sort of best bits channel trailer, and I am willing to pay. We can discuss how much. Let me know in the comments if you're interested, and we can message and chat, and I can pay you, and you can make me something great. That would be brilliant, because I just haven't got the energy. So with those 2 bits of admin out of the way, one more thing we're going to do is we're going to shake up the system a little bit, because it's not really quite been working, and long-time commenter, and what an excellent commenter he is, Scott, he suggested that actually we drop Kieran Dowell back into the midfield as an attacking midfielder, because he felt he was actually operating too far up the pitch, and then we pushed Tammy and Fred Friday right up there into those attacking roles in a more central position. We thought Friday was maybe dropping too far wide and he wasn't as effective out there, so we're going to drop him in. Hopefully Dowell can link up a little bit better with Roster and Pack, maybe get them coming forward a bit more. And as we know, the Archbishop and Matthews, they do all the legwork down the wings for us, so we're going to give that a go. I think that's interesting. Little tweak. We didn't have an awful time in the last episode, but it wasn't great and there were some issues, so we'll give that a go, and we'll get into the first game. Right, let's take a look at the teams. So, apparently, this is a derby. Don't think it is. I'm not sure where that's come from. Cardiff City's a derby. That's the 7-side derby. If anything, we should be allies with Swansea, who are rivals of Cardiff, our rivals, but apparently that's not the case. Let's take a look at the sides. Tom Davis is on a flashing arrow, and as Rossiter's on a sideways arrow, I think we're going to bring him in, because he's up for this one. Up front, both on sideways arrow. That's a shame. I think we'll keep everything else as it is, and we'll get into it. They've got Laurenti up front, obviously Sigurdsson, their danger man in the middle. After sneaking a win over Bournemouth, I feel like this is another game that we should be coming away with a win. So here we go. Apparently this is a derby. I'm guessing Konami have just decided that any English team versus any Welsh team is deserved of the derby badge, but it's not, I don't think. But still, it's going to be tricky. And also we've got Liverpool in the next game. This could be a really hard episode, actually. We've been flying high in the Premier League. No one's really been able to put a stop to Ian Holloway's form from the Championship, which has carried through very nicely into the Premier League. So let's see how we get on here. So 15 minutes in, and it's been a particularly uneventful game here. Cagey as you would expect in a derby. Laurenti, though, puts it through to Dyer! Oh, dearie me. Dire straits indeed here for Bristol as we go behind Ashton Gate. Just as I was saying, nothing has happened. That seems to be a bit of a trend. As soon as I start saying that, the opposition often like to score, and Dyer did well, and that's a good finish with the left foot. Aidan Flint didn't put him anywhere near enough pressure there. Sigurdsson in the middle. That's a nice little flick into Laurenti. Amati's there putting the pressure on. Still Swansea have the ball with Sigurdsson. Back into Laurenti again. Great tackle by Magnusson. Now we look to come forward through Marlon Pack. Got Matthews keeping pace. It's a good ball into the Welshman. He chips it into the path of Fred Friday. He can't get to it. Kieran Dowell now. Optimistic effort with the right foot, but it's not blocked, and that's a penalty, referee. Penalty! Ref! Oh, what? Oh, Pack, huge header there. Abraham sees the run of Fred Friday into the box. Fred Friday! Oh, it's a great save from Fabianski. 2 saves in a row there. And Marty in on Laurenti. That's a great challenge there. And he looks to hoist one into Abraham. But Matt's there. Gets the header in. It's not convincingly cleared, but they get it away with Dyer. Davis gets a good foot in. But 38 minutes gone and we're struggling here. Struggling to create chances. Maybe this new formation isn't working for us. The first half coming to a close now. Can we get the ball late on? Oh, it's over. That was a really disappointing half, to be honest. Really disappointing. Allowed a couple of shots. We had a bit of possession, but we felt toothless. I don't know what was wrong there. Davis into Marlon Pack. Back to Kieran Dowell. Ball out looking for Matthews. Gets the header inside to Marlon Pack. He can flick it in with the left foot. Fred Friday with the header. Oh, it's just wide. Great ball in from Marlon Pack on his weaker foot as well. Davis put it in the air. Matthews rose really well. Marlon Pack under pressure. It's a great ball in. Maybe he could have nodded back across to Tammy Abraham, or maybe he could have just got it in the net. And Marty wins the header convincingly there. And now Abraham into Friday. He can turn his man. And he gets away from Norton as well. Back to Davis. Slips it through looking for Marlon Pack. Oh, he's off the post! Into the hands of Fabianski. I don't believe it. That should have been the equaliser there. Great build-up. Lovely ball through to Marlon Pack. Made the run from midfield, and now Marlon Pack again. Abraham gets it inside to Friday. Abraham, can he find Kieran Dowell out here on the right? Ball inside. No, that was the wrong ball. Laurenti well held up in the middle, but Dowell gets in. Huge challenge from him. And he floats it in for Friday. The little back hit into Abraham's delightful. Now Abraham looking for Friday again. Swansea player gets over and covers, but only as far as Tom Davis into the box. Hits it really well. And that was going in. If not for the hand of Fabianski, who, to be fair, has kept Swansea in this game. It was good interplay between Friday and Abraham. The ball came back to Tom Davis, and he's got some finishing in those boots. That was, I think that was going in. So a couple of early changes here. For Ian Holloway, he's brought on Roberta and De Jong, and Marty goes off. The defensive midfielder given a rest. Tammy Abraham's looking tired. And yeah, we're rolling the dice here. Can't be coming away with this, with another loss. Dowell whips it in. Again, he doesn't get it over the first man. That's poor. That's really poor. It's one of my pet hates. Swansea happy to keep possession here as Marquinhos steps inside. Gets away from the challenge of Roberta as well. Now Leroy Fer. They're not really forcing the issue here. They can keep possession. They know that. They've done a good job of it so far. Marlon Pack gets a challenge in, but it's out for a Swansea throw. Montero. Ball inside to Fer. Nice ball out to Marquinhos. Gets the cross in, but it's blocked. Now we can bring it. Fuck off! Ah! That's shit. You cretin. You cretinous idiot. Whipped in. Oh, Jesus. Mary and Joseph Mika made a meal of that. I think it might have been going in. Somehow it's our ball. 10 minutes to go here. This is not going well. Friday can't win the header against Jack Cork. Oh, Davis caught in possession. De Jong has it now. He's away from his man. Little chip ball into Kieran Dowell. He's fouled there. Ah, the referee. What's he playing at? Now Davis. Into De Jong. Turns away from Simons. Away from another. De Jong, great ball into Fred. Oh, you fucking idiot! Fred. That was your chance. Oh, Roberta nearly wins it back. Ah, it doesn't fall to him. Just blow the fucking whistle, ref. Jesus Christ, this is cruel. Now he blows it. Now he... right, okay. Post-mortem. That was shit. How? Why? I don't understand why or how. We had chances. We didn't take them. We hit the post. Friday got one wide. Just no one showed up today. Poor. Angelino. Poor. Well, back to the drawing board. I quite like this new formation. I think it's okay. Didn't work there. First loss of the season. It's taken us 8 games to lose. Finally we have. We've only scored 8 goals. 8 goals in 8 games. That's not really the return you'd hope for. Considering Chelsea, who are above us, have scored 22. You have to go all the way down to Watford in 16th to see a team that scored less than us. So defensively, we've looked really strong. Fortunately, we weren't in that game. Oh, We've had a scouting report in. We haven't had one of them in a while. Remember, we are still looking for a centre-back. That was the idea. Let's see what's come up here. So, a lot of people saying I should put St Just on my list. You're right. He looks like quite a player. We can sign him next season. We're getting together a pretty decent list of players we can sign next season. We were hoping to sign someone in the January window, but we've only really found Diego Verdasco, who I like. I do like. Just worried he might be... no, he would be good. He'd be good. He's on the list. He's a possibility. Keep going. Right, today, only 3 days later and up against Liverpool. This is going to be rock hard. We're at Anfield as well. Oh, well, Kieran Dowell still on an upward arrow. That's good to see. He's still improving. Friday and Abraham. I don't know if we maybe put roster and back a little bit too far apart. We need to be quick passing around these four in the middle. That's what we want to achieve. Robertha's on a blue. I think we'll give him a start then. Tammy Abraham failed to impress in the last game. Friday missed his big chance, which I wasn't too pleased with. Hopefully Roster coming back in, he can bring a bit of class into the centre. Davis doesn't really have the passing finesse that old Jordan does, and he's back against his old team as well, which gives him extra incentive, as is Kieran Dowell. Well, he's not against his old team, but he's up against his arch rivals of his old team, so that means something, surely. Let's take a look at Liverpool. Oh, I've got the power and raw pace of Divock Origi up front. Sturridge out on the left, which I'm fine with because he is pretty ineffective these days wherever he plays, but I'm sure he won't be in this. So it's nights like these that you want to get promoted for. Look at Anfield, that's beautiful. I've not seen this little intro here. That's really, really nice. What a stadium this is. Such history, such tradition here. As I said, it's a club that spawned Jordan Rossiter from a city that's created so many great footballers. Tom Davis and Kieran Dowell, two of those. This is going to be a really, really hard game, and matching up Jurgen Klopp and Holloway, it's got to be two of the most charismatic, just nice seeming managers in the league, so I'll be interested to see how we get on. Long ball, Angelino wins it, and now Rossiter back at his old club, makes a mistake with his first touch, not the best start, and now Gruick in possession. I'm guessing Liverpool are going to have the gegenpress on, so much like Burton Albion, our bogey team, they're going to be tough to play against, but Roberta's found a bit of space here, ahead of Joel Matip. Can he put the ball in for Fred Friday? Can't get it past Matip, but we've still got it. Matthews now can put a ball in, but it's blocked. Damn it. Needed one of those to get into the danger area. Good bit of early pressure here, though, and it's Kieran Dowell, who receives a few boos from the Kop end. Everton affiliation, well noted, and the corner comes to nothing. Flint, though, wins the header. It's out to add Matthews. Oh, whips it in really nicely. Fred Friday hits it on the volley with the left foot. He's put it wide anyway. He was offside. Well offside. Carriers pumps this one into the air. Can Dowell win it? He can't. And it goes through to Origi. Header on to Coutinho. Steps away from his man. And Flint's able to clear. Oh, it's a big header there. And Coutinho wins the header in the midfield. Dowell's gone down. Amati comes across. Kieran Dowell and Amati trying to win this back. Somehow Liverpool have won a free kick. Dowell gets the block in. And another block here. And then he gets the challenge in. That's great play from Dowell. Friday looking for the options. Roberta's gone very wide. Still Fred Friday skips away from one. Oh, and it's going to fall to Jordan Rossiter. And he does celebrate against his old club. Slightly subdued celebrations perhaps. No, not subdued at all. And the Liverpool fans not too pleased with that, as you might expect. I mean, he was hardly a Liverpool regular, but to celebrate that rabidly, scoring against your old side, maybe it would be looked down upon by some, but not by the travelling Bristol fans who are loving this. Great running from Freaky Friday. Couldn't see any options, so we just used his pace to get away from the defenders. Karius can only palm it back into the path of Jordan Rossiter, who gleefully slots that one away, and we're up. Well, didn't see this coming. Now Moreno, Liverpool looking to strike back early here, going down a goal in the first 10 minutes. This is good interplay. Coutinho. Oh, that's a beautiful ball into Origi. Divock Origi trying to step back onto his right, but he held onto it for too long, and now Dowell can clear into Roberta. He's only got one to aim for in Fred Friday, so he puts it wide. Oh, and Lovren makes a mistake. It's Fred Friday now into the box. Fred Friday with the left foot finishes at the post. I don't believe it. Could have looked to his left and found Nigel Roberta making the run, but Fred Friday is giving them a torrid time at the back. His power just makes Lovren off guard. No, he just could have slipped it to his left into Roberta, but he only had eyes for goal at that point. Went through the middle into Dowell. Turns away from Gruick. Great running from Dowell here. Still Kieran Dowell. Needs to do something, win it. He's Going all the way to the line here, Kieran Dowell. Steps back inside. Tries to beat Milner again, and he does. Whips it in, looking for Robertha. Rossiter back into the box. Marlon Pack hits it. I think Karius got a touch to that. Dowell was not as decisive as you would like there, but he still managed to manufacture a cross into the box. So it was a difficult chance for Robertha. Ball back across, and it's a snapshot from Pack. No touch from the keeper. Philippe Coutinho out here. Oh, he's cut out really well by Matthews. And now Dowell's got space to run into here. Kieran Dowell through the centre. Steps away inside of Gruick. Needs to be a little bit more decisive still. Ball into Rossiter's a good one. Rossiter turns. Ball inside to Fred Friday. Lovren comes across and deals with that. Decent interplay here from Bristol though. They're looking really fired up after the loss in the last game. Kieran Dowell now. Long way out. Hits it really well. Wow. Put some leather on that one. Jesus. People have been asking for him to shoot more, and he saw a glimmer of light there. Hit it well. Karius had to make sure of it. And there we are. 1-0 at the half. Well, it's been very tight here at Anfield. We're still not quite firing on all cylinders. But we have had shots, which is more than can be said for Liverpool. They are not playing well. And Jurgen Klopp, I imagine, is tearing strips off them in the changing room at the moment, as the expression goes. Let's get into the second half and see if we can continue this good form. Because we couldn't show it in the Swansea game. At least we're looking competitive today. Look at that, that's beautiful. The surroundings, the terraced houses. We're deep in the heart of Liverpool here at Anfield, at this historic stadium. And it's an ex-Liverpool player, Jordan Rossiter, who sees us ahead. Let's go. Come on, Bristol. Philippe Coutinho bringing it forward, but Marlon Pack does a really good job of harrying him, but he's managed to keep it in and find James Milner. Now Origi. Into Coutinho, he's really failed to impress so far, but he puts it into Wijnaldum. Oh, it's dealt with. And then Dowell's able to clear and clear well. Oh, the nod on there to Robertha would have been brutal. Nice ball through the centre from Henderson. Sturridge is with it now. Tries to step inside of Angelino, but we knew what we were going to do there. And now we've got options. Friday puts it over the top into Robertha. Moreno deals with it, but it's only as far as Pack, who's able to put it into Fred Friday. Oh, he can't get the challenge in, but Dowell's hit it and he's hit the post. I don't believe it. Kieran Dowell needs a goal at the moment. He got one on the first game after his dramatic improvements started, but he hasn't had one since. And that was, well, a poached opportunity. Not much in that one. He's hit it really well first time. Always curling away from the goal. We're not doing very well when it comes to the woodwork at the moment. I mean, we are if the object was to hit the woodwork. Coutinho turns, but Matthews once again has got him in his pocket. Somehow Origi's come away with it. But Coutinho can't do anything today against this absolutely resolute Bristol defence. Friday picks it up in the centre. He's got Rossiter making the run, but he sees the run of Kieran Dowell into the box. Oh, Milner straight through the back of him, and that's a penalty! It is a penalty! That is rare as rocking horse shit, that is. James Milner straight through the back of Kieran Dowell. I think it's going to be Kieran Dowell to take it, because he needs a goal, as we said. Kieran Dowell, just step back inside. It's clumsy from Milner. Nothing more than that, but it has to be a penalty here. Kieran Dowell steps up. Karius. Oh, it's a beautiful penalty from Kieran Dowell. And he, ringing out, the boos ring out even, around Anfield. As an ex-Everton player, scores the second goal here. Ex-Liverpool player got the first. Ex-Everton got the second. The Anfield crowd, sick as parrots today, as Bristol City go up by 2 goals. Yep, it was a very, very clumsy penalty to give away. But it was slotted away with such confidence by Kieran Dowell, who needed a goal. Milner floats it into the box, looking for Mane, but Magnussen should win this, and he does. Dowell caught in possession, though, by Wijnaldum, who slots it through, looking for Mane. It's... oh, great play there from Matthews, and then Pack looks to Friday. Back to Jordan Rossiter. He looks to put it through the box, through the middle. That was well over hit. Anything with less on it there, Robertha would have been through one-on-one with Karius. Triple substitution here in the 80th minute. This is just for tiredness more than anything. It's a rare appearance for Tyrone Mings, and Davis and Abraham also get a run out. Sturridge down his left-hand side. He's been as ineffective as you'd expect. Gio Wijnaldum in the centre. Puts it into Lallana. Amazing save on the line from Mika. Still Adam Lallana. It's a double save from Mika. Great stuff there from the keeper, who's not had a thing to do in this game, but called upon in the 80th minute. He gets down so quick, and it's a strong right arm on the Lallana header. Could this be a consolation goal here for Liverpool? They wouldn't deserve it. No, it won't be. And it's a big win here for Bristol City on the road at Anfield. 2 Scousers scoring in Kieran Dowell and Jordan Rossiter. Well, Kieran Dowell not really a Scouser, but anyway. Everton youth, which will hurt especially for these Liverpool fans. Klopp must be gutted because Liverpool were spineless today. They showed absolutely nothing. The first goal maybe for us was fortuitous, and the second was a clear penalty, but we had the chances. Liverpool only managed 1 shot on target in 90 minutes at home. Words need to be had, I feel. And Kieran Dowell gets man of the match. That's what we want to see. That's how we keep him progressing. Really pleased with that. Yep, still only 3 points ahead of 6th place Southampton, so we could very quickly fall down if we have more results like Swansea. But, you know, we're definitely staying up. I'll tell you that much. So let's have a look at this month's stats. Kieran Dowell with 2 goals, 3 wins, 2 losses. Mixed. I mean, one of them was in the Cup to Man City. Swansea, the derby, was always going to be hard. And then we eked out the win against Bournemouth. Really good comeback against Southampton. And then Liverpool today was a walkover. I don't know where that came from. No assists is interesting. So, top of the pops for everything is Kieran Dowell. He's dribbling well. He's passing well. Well, he's not passing or dribbling that well. His percentages aren't that high, but he's definitely involved a lot. Maybe because we're trying to play through him so much now he's developing. He's had 2 goals. 25% strike rate is better than it was. Abraham and Friday with a lot of shots and not many goals to return. It's maybe a little concerning. Magnussen and Flint winning the tackles. That's what you want to see, really. Magnussen looking great in the air as well. I suspected we might see Kieran in the Team of the Month, and there he is. But also Freaky Friday. That's good to see. A lot of Everton representatives in the Team of the Month. That's interesting. And there he is. Kieran Dowell still doing well. The dribbling and ball control going up is huge, as is lofted past 79. Physical contact 73. He's quick. He's explosive. He's strong. He is just turning into some player. He's up to 77 overall. That's massive. Amati can now track back. That's good to hear. Oof. That's a turn up for the books. Ian Holloway has been offered the manager position at Manchester City. Wow. They've seen what he can do. He was a figure of fun to many, but you just cannot argue with his record in the last couple of seasons. I think we're probably going to turn him down, but what an option that would be. If I had one more scout come in, no one we can deal with. Is it someone we might want to look at? Kamara at Barnsley. He's decent. We'll put him on the list. We're going to have a lot of players to choose from in the next window. Just doesn't look like we have any for January, which is a shame. So there we have it. As I mentioned, join me on Monday night, between 8 and 9 GMT, for another Master League Story Mode Live. It's going to be great. We've got West Brom and Everton. Everton in 4th, West Brom in 16th. So it should be 2 easy wins, but that hasn't been the case recently with the live streams. The last one was a catastrophe. As I said at the beginning, if you think you might be interested in a 3rd series, so 1 episode of each of the 3 series per week, then let me know what you think. I think it'd be fun. And finally, as I said, if there's anyone in the comments, anyone watching who would like to be paid to make me a trailer, then let me know. That'd be great. I'll see you in a bit.